the trade, there's a place we all know, where stories spill like paint and the real talk flows. Baz and Sean bring the banter again. Welcoming all to the Decorators Den. It's the life of a painter, the grit and the strain, the laughter, the learning, the pride and the pain, from pricing and burnout to jobs that go wrong. Every tale finds a rhythm, every struggle a song. New starters, old hands, voices mixing within, sharing truth like color in a freshly opened tin. They talk craft, talk care, talk the weight of the day, talk the mind and the mess, and the art in the trade. And when work feels heavy or you've hit your limit again, you'll find comfort and company in the Decorators Den. So raise your brushes and stories, let the chorus begin. You're never alone in the Decorators Den.
Sorry, hopefully it'll stick it out now.
Go on, you couldn't rearrange.
Can you turn all your devices off?
I don't have any other devices.
Like, sus. Very sus.
It's this damn camper van out in the state.
Dr. Congo's stealing all your fucking internet.
No, that's actually where I am at the moment. It's in the Congo.
Dr. Congo's house.
Terrible network.
Yeah, you couldn't rearrange your job.
Yeah, because it's all like families going on holidays, so they've got like particular dates they prefer me in the house. So I've got them all booked in now. So it's just this week that just fell short. So
Yeah.
and it was too short notice to get anything in.
Right. It's a bit
Yeah.
annoying,
Well-
Ryan, isn't it?
Yeah, I want to touch on that a bit because I don't know whether it's a genius move or not, but it works for me. So what generally I tend to do is I'll book, say, like a month of work, and then after that month, I'll book the new people, say, like, what we're in now, July.
Yep.
So I'll book the whole of July up, then I'll book, say, September and start working backwards to July as I'm booking people in, and then I've got that 3 months ahead, 2 or 3 months ahead all the time then.
See what I did?
And then when it comes to Christmas, I've already got December booked up, so then I'm never out of work in the quietest period.
Aye.
Yeah, the most important thing.
See what actually I did. Well, I used to, when I first started up main business, give everybody like precise dates. Say I'll be there on like 30th of fucking July. I'll be there on the 30th of July, expecting to start. See now, I just say to people July, because see in the summer months especially, it could fucking rain, and then you're not an
It
outside
fucks your
job. And
schedule up, doesn't it?
if you've said to somebody, or you said you'd be here on the 30th, but if you just say July, Ken, you've got, it's quite a thingaby, like a broad.
It's a bit vague, innit? Yeah.
Vague. But also in the summer months, what I tend to do is I do like outside job, inside job, outside job, inside job, right?
Yeah.
Because then I'm in southwest Scotland, so I'm not getting like Cornwall fucking weather or anything like that. But then, say this rain, kind of like they get really decent weather, didn't they? Cornwall, like what do you got in Baz? Cornwall. They wouldn't go out. Then I don't need to put anybody off too much. I can like say, oh, it's raining this week, but I'll come to you next week.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm more trusted to be in people's houses. So like, Liam, you don't look like the kind of person I would trust to be in my house alone. Like,
You're joking?
I'm only joking.
Because I look like a gypsy.
Your camper van really just rocking up with your camper van and your horse.
My
You're not helping your
1980s
cause,
RV.
Liam. You're not helping your cause.
Hey, I get the business and I get strangers to leave me their house keys, so...
And what do you do when the strangers leave you? I'm only joking, by the way. That's a disclaimer to any of Liam's customers that just happen to be watching. He's not actually up to anything like, and that's probably really defamation of character or something.
Sean, trying to fucking get your business shut down already.
Get you shut down, like.
Thanks,
You know,
mate.
at one point, I think it was like 5 customers' keys because I was working on all these different jobs. And then I started, it took me half an hour to get into each fucking job because I'm like, right, was it this key? Was it that key? Was it fucking trying? Because round here, generally, it's just Yale keys. Just Yale keys. So, apart from like the new modern doors where they've updated the key a bit so you can kind of tell the difference. Fucking, honestly, I'm like, fucking, oh, wait.
Only Robert's watching, by the way, like St Helens Baz is full of Yale locks, by the way. Just take your pick, take a set of Yale lock skeleton keys with you, Robin. It's money who says you like.
If you get robbed round here, you're doing someone a favour.
I've got a confession then to make on that, like about having customers' keys. I've had jobs that I finished maybe 2 or 3 years ago that I've still got the customers' keys that I've not given back to them.
That's so bad.
I forget, and a passer who says, right, like I've got a job that's a couple of 100 yards down the street.
And that's Sean, that's trustworthy.
I did the job,
I'm trustworthy, mate.
2 years ago. The house has since then been sold to new people, and I've got their front door key.
Fucking hell,
the
Sean.
havoc you could read.
I just fucking I should probably just post it through the letter.
When Sean goes to quote sometime in future, that he'll go, no, it's all right. I've got a key. I'll let myself in.
I've actually got a key for another house I worked at Creetown, and when I was there and the customer gave me the key, she said to me, I can't remember what the joiner's name was, but say it was Lucas, right? She was like, oh, I've gave that many keys out. I think Lucas, the joiner, still got one of my keys, and she was kind of moaning about him.
Yeah.
And then see, I quite recently moved new vans, didn't I?
Yeah.
When I was going through the key, like I've got a bit place where I throw all my keys into, like I've got maybe 5 keys in it. And when I'm getting through the key, it was like South Street, Creetown. I was like, oh shit, I've got another keys too.
He's moaning to the plumber about you now.
Exactly. What about yourself, Baz? What you been on this week?
This week I've been on, I don't know if I mentioned it last week actually, but been on a job where the last decorator got kicked off, and I don't know if you guys are like this, but I was a bit like hesitant of starting. I was a bit like, oh, because I was like, is it the customer just being a knobhead, or is it genuine? Like the work obviously was shit, but it was like, well, have they not even given them a chance to rectify it, or have they not? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And it makes you a bit hasty when you're starting, but they've been really sound, to be honest. And last week I got the.
Did they give you a chance to rectify your work, Liam?
Not even a second phone call.
Really to tarnish Liam's reputation in this podcast.
Yeah, say some nice things about me, please.
Yeah, we will. Don't worry, it'll come up eventually. Let me check my notes.
No, you're in the clear, Liam. It was a woman.
Oh, well, yeah.
Unless that's what you do on a weekend, I don't know.
You've got to pay the bills, Baz.
By the way, that isn't a thingy of because it's a woman. Like she just happened to be a woman. But
digging lots of holes this episode.
Baz cancelled.
Yeah, innit? But I did all upstairs last week, and then over the weekend I wanted to do the whole stairs and landing. Joanna kept fucking not turning up, so I couldn't finish the whole stairs and landing. So I've had to do bits and bobs while I'm doing the living room and the dining room. So it's been one of them jobs where you're just fucking not getting anywhere. You get stuff done, and then there's like 20 other things that you start fucking finding, or that is new, that need, like all new door frames and shit. I need to now do them, and it's like, I'm not being funny, she's not even got doors. So I'm like, am I going to finish and she's going to get doors installed, and then she'll go, oh, will you do the doors now?
Just pray pray to the god of pre-finish and say like, "Oh, please be pre-finished
Well,
doors that
that's
don't work."
situations like this. I try and say, "Oh, you may as well just get pre-finished doors." I just say, "Oh, but you may as well now." Like,
Plant the seed.
yeah,
You
innit?
can't beat it when they're like, "Oh, we're going to put pre-finished doors in." You're like, "Fucking yes, man!"
Do you know
And
what?
you're on a price, and you're thinking to yourself, "I'm not fucking deducting my price because you're getting pre-finished
Yeah,
doors."
innit?
By the way,
That was your choice to get them.
and they need to
After
be,
spending half an hour going get pre-finished doors.
and they
You
need
go,
to
well,
be,
you fucking chose to get them, so I'm not dropping my price.
they need to be protected. By the way, the doors need to be protected at all costs, so it's still time.
Yeah, innit?
And
But no, a job I was on a couple of weeks ago, you might have saw it. Fucking nice oak doors. Really could have done with like an oil or a clear coat
Yep.
or something, just white. Oh, mate, I was
Oh,
like,
no.
no, you can't do that. She was like, ideally, I would want it like an oak or something, but because the rest of the doors are white, obviously she fucking. I was like, it just felt illegal. It just
Not good
didn't feel
enough.
right.
I had a whole house that the customer spent 800 quid on putting new oak doors in the house to then get me to paint them I think it when I went to colour. It was like
Yeah.
a coat of say Zinza and primer, and then 2 coats of, I think I maybe even used oil coat or something
Yeah,
to
yeah,
finish somewhere or something like that. And I'm like, but you could have probably done it a third of the cost, gone for cheap doors, but she wanted hardwood.
yeah.
Fucking mental. Before we
Mad.
move on to the 20 quickfire questions, next week, me and Baz are going to be doing a wee review episode of the Rutland's drywall sander. By the time this episode comes out, I'll have had a wee TikTok, Instagram video that's out of my kind of first use with the Rutland's drywall sander.
And it'll be in a real honest review. So
Yep, and it'll be.
I don't know what he's gonna say at this point of recording. I don't know what
Exactly.
his review is at the minute.
So it'll be on the review video a day for Instagram and TikTok. It'll be a shortened version. Then we're going to speak in depth about it on here. So you might see the review video next week, but if you want to get the proper, in-depth, detailed talk about the Rutland's drywall sander that we got for free, by the way, but it doesn't matter if we get it for free. We're still going to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
So that was just a wee advertisement of what's coming up. Quick fire. Oh, that's what was my other catchphrase that I thought about, Baz. Widely regarded as the most difficult.
Yeah, widely regarded.
Right. Are you ready, Liam? Which is no one of the questions, by the way.
Yes, I think so.
That's one of your catchphrases.
I know, catchphrase galore. I fucking repeat. I could probably just do this pre-recorded, to be fair.
Yeah. What I'll do is I'll just snip it each episode and just fucking make one full episode out of each one.
I should just do an episode where I just sit and go, nod my head, and then when it gets to about the 15-minute mark, going, okay, we're ready to do quick fire questions. And then I'd be like, I could do the quick fire questions, and then when I got to the end, it would be like, oh, so you said 2.5 inch because people say 2.5 inch. Easy. Right, are we ready?
Let's do it.
Painter or decorator?
Decorator.
My fucking writing is tiny this week, so you hate to bear with me here. Powder or ready mix?
Powder.
Sorry to interrupt, but I don't know how you don't know the questions by now, Sean. You fucking read
Do
them
you
every
get the
week.
questions? Hold on, I mean, I need to put the
Fucking glasses on and everything.
Ladder or hop up?
I prefer my hop up.
Favourite brush?
Ay. I've used so fucking many. It's got to be the Badger, 2-inch angled.
How many inches? Already answered. 2-inch angled.
Yep. 2. Yeah.
Laser, spirit level, or plumb line?
Laser.
Easy question for you, Liam. Most important thing in your lunchbox?
He's gonna.
Sorry, it's quick fire, isn't it? It's my wrap.
Take your time. Take your time. I know it's a hard one.
We're going to come back to the wraps, by the way. Interior or exterior?
Interior.
Oil-based or water-based?
Water.
left-handed or right-handed?
Right, but I can use my left if I need to.
One tool you'd cry if you lost.
Dylan?
Sand
But
by
that's
hand,
fresh.
sand by hand, or whip out the sander.
Sander.
Mirka, Festool, or Rutlands.
Myrtle the Merker.
What's worse, runs or roller lines?
Ooh. Roller lines.
Mask up or cut in freehand?
Depends where it is.
Dust sheets or fancy protection?
Nowadays, fancy protection.
Synthetic or pure?
Synthetic.
Ladders or scaffolding?
I'm easy with both. The scaffolding's already there, then I'll take it.
Paint with silk or strip wood chip?
Fucking hell. Paint with silk.
And the last question, and widely regarded as the hardest question, Baz or Sean?
Well, you've tried to take down my career twice already in this episode.
Sean's fucked himself over tonight.
You've called me camp on numerous occasions, but
Yep.
But was it Baz who thinks I'm in a caravan, or was that you as well?
I think that was possibly me too, but we'd hate to run back the tape on that, you know.
No, do you know what?
Oh,
Do you know what I did? I said your blinds look like what you get in a caravan or a camper van.
Yeah.
Well,
so
you're
you
talking
both-
your wife. He's picked neither. I think is what he's trying to get at here.
Well, if you
I'm trying
change
to
your
say
mind,
both,
you can
both.
make an official vote on the website. Do
Oh,
you know what? I forgot we had it.
Believe it.
You can also make an
He's
official
spamming.
complaint on the website. So
Already got the draft.
I was
At
going to
no reply at thedecoratorsden.co.uk.
Out of the office message.
I was actually going to pull you up for your favourite brush when you didn't say Dylan the duster, but then Dylan came later on in the thingamay, so
He's always got a place in the conversation.
and Dylan's potentially been stealing your internet, by the way.
I'm pretty sure that's what he's doing. He's a little fucker.
For those that are watching, do you want to introduce? Do you want to show Dylan off before we can, so people know what we're talking about?
Yeah, for those who haven't,
this is an 18 plus scene, so if you know,
if you're
yeah,
listening,
I'm gonna whip out Dylan the Dom. This is Dylan.
This is
He's
Dylan.
my duster, right?
hi Dylan, how are you?
Dylan Hamilton. His second name's Hamilton, isn't it?
Hamilton.
Is his second name Hamilton?
We're not at liberty to give his second name out on a public platform.
Data protection.
Yeah.
So if anybody,
Hiya Dylan, how are you, my man?
He's actually Scottish, believe it or not.
yes, isn't it? He's
You
actually
can
a
tell
third
he's got
cousin of
that
mine.
bit of Scottish tash.
He's the third
He has,
cousin
yeah.
to me.
And he drinks whiskey every day.
I was going to say something there.
That'd be Irish, wouldn't it?
Took
Isn't it the Irish that drink whiskey?
No, Scotch. Single malt
Irish drink whiskey with an E.
with an E,
Not
yeah. Dirty
not with an
bastards.
ecstasy. The Irish spell it whiskey.
Well,
same
how
as
did
American.
how they'd say it round here is whiskey.
We're scared.
That's a whiskey with an E. Whiskey.
But nobody fucking near Liverpool area is drinking whiskey bars.
They do.
Stealing whiskey, maybe. but
Stealing and drinking.
aye. Anybody that's not seen Liam's TikToks, Instagram stuff, that you'll no get the context of Dylan the Duster, or what we're speaking before we came on air about Myrtle. I can't say it very well. Myrtle.
Myrtle.
The Marca.
That was very aggressive, that Liam. Myrtle.
Yeah. Get it right, Sean.
We've got like we've got a hairdryer.
Hey, I'm not being funny, but Sean's in Liam's bad books tonight. You keep fucking digging yourself holes, Sean.
No, I was trying to think who else we've got. There's a hairdryer.
Hillary.
Who?
Hillary.
Hillary.
Yeah.
It's so he did a Love Island thing a few years ago. The series, I think ITV cancelled the series, but it was so fucking good. I miss it so much. It needs to make.
You know what? It took so much effort, right, to create these storylines and interviews and do all the cameras. It became hard work. It was like my Sunday evenings were spent creating episodes of Tool Island.
Creating like a Geordie voice for your dusting brush and stuff like that.
Yeah, there was a lot of accents going on. Dodgy ones.
I dodgy profile. And also, if you're not following Liam on his socials, the raps are a thing as well. Like, so the rap, especially new when it got to the most important thing in your lunchbox, that the country would have been absolutely stunned if you had turned around and said a Twix or something like that.
Yeah, innit?
It could
The
only
world
be
would have come to a stop.
So we will at some point come on to like your social media stuff later on in the podcast. But let's start at the very beginning where you like to do with our guests. So how did you get into decorating? Take it for wherever you feel comfortable.
It's a moderately long story, but I can try and keep it contrite.
Moderately long's absolutely fine.
Right. Well, when I was 20,
I thought, you know what? I thought you was going to start from the very beginning when I was a baby. For what
I was swimming up the fallopian tube.
When I left my dad's nuts, what happened was. Go on. When you was 20.
Yeah, when I was 20. So when I was 19, I was a classic late teen with no idea what I wanted to do with my life, and then on benefits, all of that sort of thing, and then I did. I was for a couple of years. It was rough. And then I did a couple of days labouring for a mate of mine who worked for a builder, and it was two of the hardest, horrible days. It was like he was a classic builder as well, so I got bullied for like 48 hours. And but by the end of it, I was like, oh, this is really satisfying. And then I was like, what seems like the easiest trade to get into? So I started hunting for, believe it or not, plumbing jobs.
Right.
And then I found an apprenticeship to be a plumber, but it was at a YMCA, like a hostel for in-house maintenance. So it was just their way of getting cheap labour, basically. Because
I thought you'd have gone for a Spark since Sean thinks you camp.
Yeah, I'd probably fit the profile quite well for a Sparky, but I actually currently have a girlfriend, so
I mean, you're no fucking electrician camp, by the way. Like, that's
I'm not taking it up the arse. You can cut that bit.
No.
There'll be a war. So yeah, went for that, but I only ever did my one day at college with plumbing, and then all the other time while I was at work at the hostel, which had like 120 flats or something. Yeah. Most of what I was doing was painting. So
right.
I was there for 9 years, with only ever doing magnolia and white.
Yeah.
Every time we painted a room, and it was like oil-based satin, and it was shitty emulsion. But luckily, I became best mates with a guy who was a decorator. Him and his dad have got a business.
Yep.
So every time I had time off or weekends, evenings, I'd go and work for him. And then, so I didn't learn the painting really at the maintenance job. The guy who I was working with in my free time taught me everything I know, basically.
Yeah.
Right. I was going to say there, you probably were working at the hostel and had that many rooms and just doing white and magnolia. I just had a vision of you there saying like, fuck this, I'm going to start my own decorating job, and walking into like a Dulux decorating centre for the first time and being like, there's different fucking colours. It comes in colours. What the fuck is this?
you know what? I've not had to
Yeah,
do Magnolia for a while.
No,
I've
fuck
not
no.
missed it either,
lucky.
to be fair.
No, it's that. I mean, nowadays it's if I get like someone that wants all their walls grey, it's the same sort of feeling
Yeah,
And it-
yeah.
as doing
yeah.
Magnolia.
And do you know what
But-
else
Sorry,
as
mate,
well?
I
Like
cut-
Egyptian cotton
cut
or
you off
natural
there.
hessian.
I cut you off there,
Yeah.
so going on.
But you didn't have
Yeah,
to
so-
cut me off.
Now it's your turn, Baz. Stop that. Yeah, the first couple of years of doing that, I was like, for fuck's sake, I want to do plumbing. That's what I signed up for, and I was getting really sick of painting all the time.
Yeah.
And then I started doing it enough that I was like, I just want to paint all the time. Fuck the plumbing, basically.
Right.
But I got my qualification in plumbing, and also did an intense course to get my electrical qualification as well, which
Right.
was pretty random. So on paper, I'm a plumber and an electrician, but can't do half of the shit. So yeah, and then I was like, I'd always wanted to go self-employed as soon as I got into doing that sort of work. And then just eventually, the company I was working for the maintenance, they wanted to restructure, which involved a new site, it wasn't in-house anymore, basically. I'd be driving around here, there and everywhere
Yeah.
to deal with these city jobs. And they were like, we want you to stay on, but if you don't, we'll give you redundancy money. And I was like, sweet, I've been here 9 years. I'll take a lump sum and get on my feet self-employed.
Yeah.
So
And so
that's how I got through it.
just getting back onto something there. So obviously you've got a certificate for electrical work and a certificate for plumbing. Like, so does that mean you're like competent enough to like say take a radiator off or remove wall lights and do smaller handyman kind of style? No, I'm not saying you're a handyman. I just mean like, could you do that kind of? Because that's going to be really handy coming when you're decorating.
With regards to like changing light fittings and sockets and switches, it is handy because a lot of people they've got really old houses. They've got like horrible brass
Yeah.
fixings and stuff, and they want them changed. I'll do that. I feel very comfortable doing that. But if they ask me anything even like slightly more difficult, it's not that I don't think I can do it. It's more that I don't want to be liable for fucking it up if I do it wrong. So when people say, "Can you do this and can you do that?" I'm like, probably, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Aye.
It's knowing your limits, isn't it? Because obviously, there's a lot of people out there that'll just take the risk doing anything, but if you don't know your limits, you will fuck up. Like if you start fucking up with electrics and you generally don't have a clue what you're doing, you can blow someone's house up. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Aye.
Yeah.
But yeah, as long as you know your limits, you're not fucking really doing it wrong.
It's not worth saying yes because I used to be in the habit of being like the classic people pleaser. Like these are my customers. I need to look good, and then I'll say yes to everything, and then do a fucking shocking job on something, and then you can see it in their eyes. They're like, it's okay, I guess. And they say it's all right, and you know it's going to get fixed straight away as soon as you leave. So it's just not worth.
Because I mean, hate the plumbing and electric. I would probably try every other trade. No, I wouldn't be fitting like a staircase or fucking hanging doors for somebody and putting full surrounds on. But like, I could do rough work, maybe joinery. I could plaster, kind of plaster before. Like, I'm not a plasterer or anything, but I could do it and then fix my mess that I made probably. Some of the other trades would have a go at, but plumbing and electrics probably two that I wouldn't bother with. That like I would just be like,
I don't know why.
I'm not doing it, Ken.
They're the ones that hold the most danger for you and for the customer's property, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Aye.
and that's what you learn that pretty quickly. And when you do a plumbing course, it's anything to do with water and gas, either or, it's gonna absolutely destroy your home if it's done wrong.
Aye, 100%. And like,
so we're spilling a bit of paint on the carpet. Not as bad.
It's you're no ending somebody's life with fucking spilling a bit of magnolia emulsion in the carpet.
It might feel like it to them, but you know.
Exactly. But It's a new carpet, worst case, in it, which can be
and you're like, oh,
replaced.
fucking hell.
So I think it was maybe Kirsty KNV we had on that also kind of started through a similar scheme where that was like maintenance work and learning they kind of things. I forget, it probably was Kirsty, it might not have been.
Yeah,
But,
no, I think it was. I think it might have been, you know.
So talk to us about that, because are they like, is it like a big building with loads of rooms for people that are doing their luck, or what is it? Because I don't hear them up.
Yeah, you're pretty much right. So the way it's set up is for, I guess, the people who are in a less fortunate position with drugs and alcohol abuse, or they're homeless, they've been kicked out. And the site I worked at in High Wycombe, it was like they had the main hostel, which was all like single rooms with like a little kitchenette and communal bathrooms. And then they had two other large buildings, which were called the flats, which were all self-contained properties, basically. So you start in the main building, and then if you pay your rent, you do well, you get a job, whatever. After a certain period of time, you get moved over to the flats, where it's more independent living. But then they got, and it was like 18 to 35 was the age limit. But they changed it because it used to, sorry, this is super long, but the YMCA used to be owned by like a board of trustees.
Yeah.
Basically a load of rich retirees who had nothing to do with their time or money. So they looked after these properties. And then they basically, about maybe halfway through me working there, they decided to disband and sell off each property. And then it was either the CEO of each property would buy the one he's running or she's running, or you merge with another YMCA.
Right.
And that's where stuff started changing a lot, because we merged with because it was Watford who bought High Wycombe, and then they bought another two sites. And I mean, I really wanted to use it as an opportunity to increase my value and stuff to the company, because I'd worked there for so long. I never got a pay rise.
Yeah.
But I quickly found out that they, despite being a charity on the surface, they were just wanting to make money.
Yeah.
Either in it for
They did not give a shit about us, about me, about the tenants. They just wanted to make a buck. So yeah, I'm glad of that.
I was just wondering then, because you said they offered you redundancy pay, and you thought, right, I'll go self-employed. Before you got made redundant, and before that was even in conversation, was you thinking of going self-employed anyway, or was it just like, oh, why don't I just go self-employed?
Yeah, it'd always been the ultimate goal. But I'd got very, very comfortable in this job. I basically, after the merger as well, though, people had left. My boss had left. The second in command had left. The other apprentice had left. 2 out of those 3 quit. 2 out of those 3 got sacked because they were doing private jobs on company time.
Oh,
using like the accounts, the Screwfix accounts and stuff to buy materials to go and do like rewires and full first fix plumbing. So they were buying like lengths of copper pipe and stuff and putting it on the YMCA's account, and then going and doing jobs.
I mean, to be fair, that is a bit of a piss take, that, but fucking hell.
I thought it was funny. The CEO hired a private investigator to follow them.
Fuck off.
Fucking hell.
And took pictures of him through his, you could see him at his window in his flat during the middle of the day, having a cup of tea, and going out on private jobs, and he had like this full detailed report.
Yeah.
From a PI.
I thought that was just like an American thing, that hiring a private investigator, like.
Yeah, it was absolutely wild, because I got along really well with the boss, so he showed me all the paperwork that he'd been given, and he had to have a hearing with the board of trustees.
Could you imagine? I need a word with you on Monday. Yeah, sound, no worries. You spend it weekend doing all your job, feeling good about yourself. You turn up on Monday and go, I've hired a private investigator This is what they've come back with. You've been
detailed
buying
unblown
copper
render
pipes.
code.
You've been buying.
Aye. Wasn't it?
But do you know what? They'd see it on the invoice, like on the bank statements anyway. Surely they'd be like, well.
But some of these
But because
companies,
there was,
they're that big, Baz, that they don't see like a roll of cable or a few lengths of copper is pennies to them. It's nothing.
Yeah.
They don't see it. They some of the big corporations or CEOs, they're working with that much money that they're not seeing. You could be saying to them, right? Oh, I'm working in flat 17 today, and it's needing new cable. They don't understand that you're not needing £200 of cable to do one flat.
Yeah.
But that person that was doing it could obviously just write, a flat 17 needed cable, and I went to Screwfix and I bought the cable.
Yeah.
The CEO's never gone, hold on a second here. Did I tell you, obviously this is probably, did I already tell you about my Nectar Points scandal? Yeah, I said that on the podcast before.
I feel like...
Not that I know.
Well, let me tell it again. If I've told it already, skip for it 5 minutes, everybody. If no, buckle up, because this is a fucking good one, right? So, the big company I worked for last, biggest construction company in southwest Scotland, I was like the head decorator at it, right? We'd use Dulux decorator centres. And I kept getting into Dulux and they would always ask me, you got Nectar card? And I would be like, no, it's fine. This went on for years. And then eventually I just thought, I'm going to buy myself a Nectar card, right? And just put it onto the company's thingamay. But what I didn't realise at the time, but then once I realised, I kept it on there. When I put my Nectar card onto the company's account for Dulux Decorator Centre, every time somebody went into a Dulux Decorator Centre and bought something for that company,
you got the points.
I got the Nectar points, right? So I was getting like hundreds of pounds a month, loads of money, right? And of course, you can use it like Thomas Cook. You used to, I don't know what it's like now. You can use it at Thomas Cook and Sainsbury's and bits and bobs, right? And I think maybe the company was like, maybe they had their 15th birthday, or they had like 20 years of training or something like that, right? Kind of big. And what I did, I went down to Sainsbury's and I bought it was three brothers that run the company. I've probably just doxed the whole company there by telling everybody that, because everybody in southwest Scotland will know who I'm talking about. I bought the three brothers. I bought 3 bottles of whiskey, like decent whiskey. Fucking no. It's for Sainsbury's. It's not going to be like fucking really like whiskey that's sitting behind me in the shelves here, really expensive stuff. But it was expensive enough. But I used the company's Nectar points to pay for it. And then I went in and gave it like, oh, there's for your 20-year fucking anniversary. But really, I walked out the door laughing to myself, thinking, I used their fucking Nectar points to buy their fucking whiskey.
I bought you a present with your money.
Well, basically, that's what I did. Like, so I don't know if I've told that on the podcast before. And
no, I don't think you have.
Right now,
I think
really
I'd remember
sorry,
that. To be fair,
I don't know if in this country do we hear like, is it statute of limitations? Do you care what that means?
Yeah, where after a certain amount of time, it's not deemed a crime anymore.
It's not a criminal. Do we hear that in this country? Because if no, I've probably just fucking.
Probably with certain things.
Aye. Oh, well,
I don't know whether that'd count or not, but
if I'm not on next week, I've been arrested.
Yeah, I think that the statute of limitation doesn't come into effect for like murder and stuff, so I think you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Aye, all right. I will. That's
well,
this
one time when I nearly murdered a guy.
You were stealing my Nectar card.
No. What I was going to ask you is, so you'd said about you started doing like wee bits of work. Obviously, you weren't stealing off the company or on materials from the company, but you started working with your mate who's a decorator and his dad. My first question is, what do you call that? So Baz calls it a foreigner. I call it like a buckshee or a homer. What's your word for it? What is it? Your figure? You've told me before what you're for, but what's the word you use for like when you're working privately?
Doing a private job.
I don't hear a word for it, no.
Not that I've heard, no.
Right, I just wondered because everybody's always got a word for it, but
yeah.
Aye, I just wondered. And my next bigger question, obviously, was like, so what was that like? Did that kind of give you like the flavour of like, I want to go out and, was it more private work? I want to go out and actually do this as a career because that's the type of work they were doing.
At first, no. I felt when I worked for him, because I was still an amateur, basically, it was quite intimidating, and I felt a lot of pressure. Obviously, because at the YMCA, I was basically in charge of everything on the site. Basically, no one knew how to do anything except me. So I just had free reign. I'd have naps and stuff during the day. Like it was just easy, right?
Yeah.
And then so then working for my mate who sets a very high standard with very not, I wouldn't go as far as prestigious, but well off customers at the
Yeah.
time.
Right.
I felt a lot of pressure and I didn't like that pressure. I wasn't amazing at what I did yet, so
Yeah.
I was really worried about messing up. So
Did you benefit for that then? That he somebody that was slightly more demanding?
absolutely,
Right.
yeah,
Is
I
it-
think I completely owe my talent and my graft and where I am today. A lot of it I owe to him. So
Right.
yeah, he's a good lad.
So tell us a wee bit about that then, because that sounds quite interesting. How? Because I'd imagine. Well, I think I've done work for like Foster. What are you doing, Baz, over there? You look like you've got a tooth missing.
Mind your fucking business.
You got a
Right.
gum shield.
Right. Anyway,
It's
sorry
the
to
corner
everybody's
off me
listening to
table.
Spotify. No, I just like I've done work for like foster care and families and like landlord specials, and I'd imagine like the YMCA bit was more like that. So tell us about the other side of it when you're going out and doing it, and obviously you're used to just being no slapdash, but I would imagine that's what it would be like, in and out, just quick touch-ups, paint that wall.
Yeah, I mean, I still like to think that I'd set myself a higher standard than
Yeah.
probably what they would accept for the YMCA. They're very much like quick turnaround. We need to move someone else
Yeah.
in because that's another
Yep.
70 quid a week or whatever. So yeah, I didn't hone any skills being there. So going out, and I think the first job I worked with him on, I still remember when I can't remember what it was. It was years and years and years ago, and I was like, Jesus Christ, because he was telling me that the customers, they pay $6,500 a month in rent,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Fuck.
Jesus Christ, like, and I'm working in a house that the master bedroom's bigger than like the downstairs of my house, and they've got a walk-in closet, and I'm being told that I need to do everything like on the money, and I was
Yeah.
only doing a bit of cutting in and rolling, like it wasn't. Yeah, and I was always making the rookie mistakes, like I'd hit the ceiling with the roller.
Yeah.
Like I'm cutting in was not second nature
Yeah.
to me yet. So
Yeah, where you kind of fucking, oh shit.
yeah, so for a long time I was the guy that stands down the skirting boards and the spindles and does a bit of filling and don't even really know how to mix up filler properly and being told it's the wrong consistency. All of these little things, and
Do
I
you know
was
what?
like,
You might actually be surprised that even nowadays, because of ready mix filler, there's probably a lot of new decorators now that don't even know how to mix filler up these days.
Yep.
yeah.
Because it's all ready
Yeah.
mix. It wasn't ready mix when I was doing on my apprenticeship and stuff like that. It was all fucking mix it yourself.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same with like oil paints. When I started, it was
Yeah,
only
oil,
on the woodwork,
paste.
and
Paste was all. I'm pretty new to ready mix paste.
yeah, it's all.
I've always mixed it myself.
I think the industry and the products are changing so quickly.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's great. It does, in a way, make our jobs easier with sanders and.
Yeah.
But people are quick to shit on it, like speed
Yeah.
king.
Do you know what? I'd say
having a
it's
sander
the older people, but it isn't even that, is it? It's just fucking jealous people who maybe haven't even got a sander and they just want to shit on you because you've got a sander or because you've got a
Yep.
laser level. They're like, oh, what the fuck are you using a laser level for?
Yeah, I'm
fucking
like
what?
a bit of pring and
Fucking-
chalk isn't going to cut it anymore. It's like
Aye. I think,
and like
and so I was going to say, I think though, like there is still good things out there, like so ready mix. I still buy like TX100 for 2 Pret, like
Yeah.
2 Pret, and I'll mix it up myself and the
Yeah.
thing about or flake paste. I still buy flake paste.
Yeah.
I'll buy ready mix sometimes, but
Yeah. So
I don't mind.
I'll
Because I
do
tell you
that.
why I like flake. I can decide on the consistency I want it.
Yeah, and
But
it goes
if
on a lot
for
smoother,
example,
doesn't it?
if I'm
Well,
doing a ceiling, if I'm
yeah.
putting lining paper on the ceiling, I want it like I can hardly dip a brush into it. I want it like jelly
Yeah.
because I know
Well,
that
do you
it's
know
gonna.
what, Sean? I don't know if you know this, but I think it's the 2 Pret skimming fill. I think it is. You can actually use that as a roll-on filler,
Oh, I knew
like
that.
the Delat Pro.
That's the stuff I'm using now, but it's not very good for a depth limit though. So I
Yeah,
actually
because
find
it's only a
myself.
skim in it. It's not.
Aye, but I even find it says up to, I want to say it's a centimetre, but I want to say I've even put it other places that were a centimetre and it's been still a bit
Is it?
shitty
Yeah.
the next
Yeah.
day, like.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah,
sorry,
always
You
take
Liam.
still need
10
something with a
minutes.
bit of depth, don't you? Fucking.
Aye. I'm sorry, Liam, we cut you off there again. We're great at doing
No, it's
that,
right.
by the way.
I was going to talk about older people not keeping up, because there's a painter on. I don't know if you'll end up putting this in, because obviously I'll name her. She's doing really really well on social media. She's called the effin painter or something.
Right.
All right. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the EFN
Yeah.
painter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she obviously works with an old boy who's been doing it for a long long time, because
Aye.
one of her more recent videos was, well, not more recent, like a few months ago, was talking about using Benjamin Moore water-based satin.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was the first time she'd used it, because they'd always used oil-based paint.
Yeah.
Aye.
And then and like, even you could, like, the old boy in the video saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe it's this good and it's water-based."
Yeah.
And I just find it crazy, because I've been on Benjamin Moore for like well over like 5 or 6 years. So
Well, do you know what else as well, Liam? Is I know we've said it before in the past, but come 15 years ago, water-based was shit. Water-based gloss or satins and shit, they were terrible. So I think once you find an actual decent water-based product, then you will just move on to it. Because I think mine was Aquaguard, and it was like, once I used Aquaguard once, I was like, right, I'm gonna fucking start using water-based products now. And
Yep.
now I am quite open-minded to try a new different water-based stuff. But I think even up to about 4 or 5 years ago, I was still using oil-based.
yeah, I think, but yeah, like I say, about 5 years, I'd always use Dulux oil satin
Yeah.
on like every woodwork job I ever did, which was bonkers. But I mean, every brand except, I would say, Barrow and Ball have sort of nailed it with their water-based paint now.
Yeah.
Like Little Green use very similar formula to Benjamin Moore, so that it's supposedly self-undercoating and all of that stuff. And the same with Caparol as well, with their Kappa Flow.
Well,
It's meant to be
brilliant stuff,
like
by the way.
Do you know what? The Kappa Flow
Right.
is spot on, you know. The fucking opacity, the coverage, it is actually genuinely spot on.
I was very impressed with it. We got a wee tester pot at the show. You maybe got it as well, Liam. Like, and we used it, and I was
Yeah.
absolutely stunned how good it was. By the way, so the only I've spoke about it before too. The only issue for myself is it's
The size.
I know you get it next day delivery online and all, but I just normally use my same suppliers, and they don't hate in it. In fact, the paint shed in Carlisle literally got rid of their whole Caparol range because it wasn't selling. And I'm like, I'm probably no
Yeah, it's
buying
not
enough.
talked about enough, really, is it?
And again, I want to say it's because of the names. Like I Tickerella, Caparol, if you're listening, make your names just vinyl matte. Make it say satin on the tin. I'm dyslexic. It puts me
Yeah,
fucking off. By the
Do you
way,
know what?
I don't want-
I agree with you, but I think even if they keep the names that are already on it how it is, but then just underneath just put it like vinyl mat, satin,
Well,
fucking
put the English version.
hard wearing
Yep,
mat or silk or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Just put
'cause
something
hate
understandable
time.
underneath what you've already got.
I don't hate time to be standing in the shop being like, right, I need the satin, I need the water-based satin. Okay, that's Tickerella Helmets eggshell, right? And by the time you've done all that, you could walk down to the
See,
shelf.
that's another reason I don't really use Tickerilla, because of that reason. Trying to fucking
Well,
Tickerella is
Sean, you're Norwegian though, aren't you, mate?
what?
but it's
So
it's
you-
finished. It's finished. The national the natural enemy of a Norwegian like myself is the Finns. Like, we hate the Finns as much as we hate the English.
You can't hate them
I'm
that
doing
much.
this podcast with a Norway fucking tap on, shouldn't
yeah, and a blonde wig,
I? And if you're a Viking
the horns.
horns, that's the word I was looking for. So you're working for very like prestige clients, big houses, loads of money on the jobs. You're obviously getting in weekends and in your spare time to help your mate and his dad out. Was the angle you were coming at there that you were learning with his dad was more used to using the old style methods, so like oil based paint, mix up fillers. He wasn't using and obviously there's nothing wrong with that, because oil based paint's obviously dynamite on the woodwork anyway, as long as you're following the proper processes. So your training wasn't following that, but like that's what you were kind of getting trained in the old school methods, even though you're probably more new school like us.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I'd say it was 12, 13 years ago when I first sort of started doing bits with them. So yeah, it was all oil-based stuff. But these guys were very progressive, I guess the word is. If new stuff came out, they weren't afraid to try it.
Right.
And then that would be the thing they used. Then they wouldn't say, but they were the same. They were like, oh, these water-based paints have come out, but it's still shit compared to oil, so we're not going to use it. But they'd still give it a go. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm definitely always looking for the next best thing to use. So because you want to progress, and especially if you're trying to also progress within social media as well. If I'm the only decorator on TikTok who's still using like vinyl silk and oil-based paints, that's not going to get me anywhere, because no one's doing it. So
I mean, it probably will, because you get loads of knobheads going, oh, why the fuck are you using that?
Yeah, it would be the rage bait account of the year.
Yeah.
It would be, people would hate it.
I've just got a quick question for you both, actually. What's your thoughts on the AquaGuard gloss? Because I use the satin most of the time, but with the gloss. So I was actually watching a video of this decorator saying he doesn't like the AquaGuard gloss because it's too runny. So even if you ever so slightly over apply it, you got a fucking drip by the time you fucking blinked.
Well, I'm going to be totally honest. I've used it in a 1 litre version before, but I tend to, if I'm going to be using a water-based gloss, I buy fucking Zinzerol coat. It's fucking beautiful in the water-based gloss. It's so shiny for a water-based product. You can do 3 coats in 1 day. It sticks to your surface like a bogey to a blanket. It's fucking beautiful stuff.
No, I'm a fan of all coat, to be fair.
What about yourself, Liam? What's your go-to
I'm B-Deck,
water-based gloss?
Yeah, I actually used AquaGuard gloss on the house I was on last week, and it's not awful. I hate using gloss in any of its forms, so it's just quite sticky, I guess is the word. Like you say, it doesn't flow. It doesn't flow as well as All Coat or MSP of B-Deck.
Yeah.
And that's my go-to now is usually B-Deck. All Coat I have used, but I think I prefer MSP. That's slightly bit thicker, so it doesn't require as many coats, because I find All Coat's quite pissy, basically.
I find it quite weird, because it's thin, right? But I think, like, say you're painting a garage door, for example. But I did a garage door with like an anthracite grey colour, and it was white, and it was going the grey colour, and I put a coat on it, right? And then I went away and did something else. And see, when I came, it looked shit when I put the first coat on it. But when I came back, and when it was dry, I was like, fucking hell, it's dried and it's more solid.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know that the pigments come together and blah de blah, the stuff happens, but I've never seen it like in front of me in eyes. I honestly came back to the door thinking, somebody's fucking painted that door when I've not been watching. Because it looked really, really
They hired
shit.
someone else quick while Sean nipped out.
It honestly looked, it honestly looked like I had painted the door. I'd went away and done something round the other side of the house. I was working outside of a building. Came back round later on, maybe like 3 hours later, to get something from my van or to maybe do another coat and check the door, and looked at it and I thought, somebody else painted that door because it had dried that solid. And I think I've actually it'll be on my main socials tomorrow. Maybe I've got. See, I'll use. Probably shouldn't admit to doing this either. By the way, it's very, very. I always seem to use this as therapy, but I buy like exterior all coat, and I'll use it on like. I've got a door to gloss like inside a house and a window round a window to gloss. I just do it with the exterior and see if they want satin. I just put the satin rock top over the top of it, and it's fucking bulletproof.
What's your thoughts on the who's it makes it? Is it Rust-Oleum, the combi colour?
Never used it.
Yeah, I've used that once.
I've used it once before on shutters. Did all the required prep and shit, and it didn't really work very well, to be fair. Like,
okay, yeah, I'd only used it on like a small area when I was doing. It was when I first started doing content as well. When I was doing that, I was doing like a big warehouse. I
don't know if it's Rustins or Rust-Oleum, one of them.
Yeah, I used Rust-Oleum, the one you were talking about, in like a red, and it was actually really good, but it was on metal, so it was like two coats done, and they were grey before, so yeah, it was quite good. It's not something I'd use all the time, but again, I think they're another company that's sort of starting to create better products.
I've used Rust-Oleum's paints. I've just never used that.
That combi colour one,
either floor paint and.
Yeah, I know Rust-Oleum as a whole are a good brand, to be fair.
So
they do have some good stuff out.
I think I used a floor paint and a kind of chalky paint. I can't remember exactly what I used it on before, but it was decent. Like I never had any issues with like. So what's going to say? So for that, how did Reid Decorating become like? What made obviously got your redundancy? Did you just automatically say I'm going self-employed?
Was there any hesitation? Was there?
There was no. I think it had been. So I got made redundant in November of 2020. Good time to be made redundant, right? And then I set up my business January 1st, 2021. So because I was going to quit in the new year from the job. But obviously the redundancy happened. I was like, this is much better. I'm getting paid to quit instead.
Right.
And it also left me with a little rainy day fund for the fact that I had no customers, I had no advertising, I had no way of getting my name out there at the time. So I think I spent like 3 or 4 months, maybe a bit longer, just sitting on that money. And I did like 2 jobs that I'd already got planned prior to leaving the YMCA. So then they just added to the money that I already had. And then I went into my builder was where, believe it or not, was where I picked up my first proper big job. And I think after maybe a year of self-employment, I never went back to my builder. It had grown so well, so quickly.
And how was the My Builder experiences? Because you hear kind of mixed reviews, and obviously I think like I'm no surprised you get so much work because you're quite. You certainly come across. I've met you obviously at the shows and that, but you're quite a personable person. It's like you're likable, if that makes sense. I'm not trying to suck up to you now, by the way, after slugging you off at the start of the podcast. But
it's being noted. Don't worry.
It's all on floppy disk, Sean.
I'm got to score. But the compliment.
I've got a witness as well.
So my builder.
Yeah, I mean, I can only, well, up until recently, I've only ever had good things to say because it did get me going. It got me on my feet. It was, at the time, really easy to get onto it. I had to answer 20 questions that related to decorating, and that was it. I was on. The first job I got on there, though, was a little one to do. It was 4 doors and frames in a rented property. He was renting this property to a guy. He said, "Don't worry about coming to look at it. I'll send you some pictures." I was charging £130 a day, like something stupid back then. I was like, "Oh, you 4 frames, 4 doors." I said, "Give me a day. I'll do them, 2 coats or whatever." And the state of these doors and frames when I started, they were, I mean, it was a shitty flat. You know what I mean? They've been lived in over and over again by tenants who don't give a shit and a landlord who tries to dodge everything. So it took me 3 days in the end. And then, and I made him aware at the end of each day. I was like, honestly, the state of these, it's just not, it's going to take me a hot minute to make them look good again. And after like 2 tins of 2-pack filler and buying a sander on the YMCA's dime, don't tell anyone. And then the 3rd day came and I finished, and then he said he wasn't happy with it and paid me less than the 3 days, even though he told me it's okay that it was going on for 3 days. Then he left me a negative review on my builder. So my first, he left positive review, as in he gave me the thumbs up, but he wrote something negative in his comments.
Right.
He was like, he's a really nice guy. Yeah, and I was still, when I first ever did that job, so I signed up for my builder before I left the YMCA, so I was still working full time. Yeah. So he put that in the comment bit. He was like, he's working full time, he's trying to start out, blah blah blah. But he was a bit of an arsehole about it, and obviously I couldn't tell my side of the story then to these people who were reading these reviews. And then a couple of customers had asked about it, and I had to explain. So,
that's the problem with a lot of them type of websites, them lead generation websites. You don't really get to put your point across. I
mean they've changed it now. The
customer side of the story, and then that is it. And you're like, well, there's more to it. You can't just fucking. And a lot of them, you can't even appeal it. There's no way of even appealing it. So
yeah. I mean they've changed it nowadays. I think you can, the tradesman can put a response to the customer, but then you I don't know. It's quite risky in terms. You could just sort of dig yourself a bit deeper if you don't.
Yeah. See, I've never actually used my builder.
If you reply in anger too, though, I know. Like if sometimes you read a message, and I've said it many times on here, you need to go and take a shit before you reply to somebody. Go away and take a shit, and you'll feel different. But if you get a message sometimes, and look at me, boss, last week, fucking arguing away with
innit, fucking hell.
People can, and it's just you're not annoying me. I just really enjoy arguing with folk.
Yeah.
And I think I'm not going to get beaten in an argument by some fucking soppy cunt that doesn't care what he's talking about. And that's the problem. So you're going to do a job for somebody, and then you'll be like, hold on a minute, I've spent 3 days on your shitty door frames and shitty door facings. They look 20 times better than what they looked like before I stepped into your flat.
Yeah.
And then you're giving me a negative review, and it would be like you're saying, you'd reply and then you'd wake up the next morning and think, oh, shit, why the fuck did I write that?
Yeah, it's just impulsive, and then it just makes things worse. But
Is it?
I mean, it didn't affect me obviously long term, and without
Yeah.
blowing smoke up my own arse, like you say, I sell myself well when I go and look at jobs, and it's the reason why I can get a job from a brand new customer, and the day I start, they say, "Okay, we're off," and give me the keys. Is the reason why the way I come across is what makes them trust me, if that makes sense.
Because I think like it is a bit of selling yourself, and all three of us do. Like, that's what you're doing. that like you get into
Because
people's houses.
I was talking, I said someone is squeaking, and you just carried on and just blanked me, so I just was like...
Because
when I get talking, I don't care about anyone else, sorry.
No, and plus...
To be honest, it was when Sean was talking.
Oh, fair enough.
Exactly, when I'm talking and you'll make wee comments like, no, and I don't hear what you're saying.
Because you're fucking chatting. But
that's what it's a fucking
if
podcast.
you're squeaking, people listening to this don't want to hear...
Who's squeaking then?
I don't know, that's what I'm trying to figure out, but Sean won't shut up.
I haven't heard any squeaking.
No, neither have
I have on this side.
No, that side's not important.
No one cares about your side, man.
I was kind of... What was I even saying there?
I'll tell you who does care. The people listening, because that's what they hear. If I hear it, they hear it.
Well, if there's any squeaking, send it to noreply@decorators.com. What was I saying? I was going to say something really fucking...
That's a good joke, that. Where have I heard that one before? Oh, where have I heard that?
Yeah, I don't even remember what I was saying. Like
something about selling yourself.
Aye, that's what I was going to say. I think we've spoken about this before today. So when you get into people's houses, like, I honestly walk around a customer's house and I know before I've even given the quote sometimes that I've got this job. And it just affects the quote, it just affects the price. I don't think, oh, because I've got this job, I'm adding £1,000 on or whatever, right? You can walk around and you hear this instant rapport with a customer. Like, you walk in, you speak 20 minutes about decorating, and you spend the next 40 minutes talking about their music taste because they've got a record player sitting on the side of their house. And I think, like, that's what you mean there, Liam. Like, when you get into a customer's house, you just hear this instant rapport, and you've sold your shell to them, basically.
Yeah, I think I'm like overly... It might be to a detriment on occasion, but not enough for it to be a problem. But I'm very transparent with my customers about
I think that's why people
what I'm charging,
like you,
why I'm charging it. Yeah, I'm not leaving anything to the imagination. It's all straight up.
Yep.
And because there's so many horror stories out there about tradesmen and cowboys who screw people over, I think getting the other end of the scale of someone being like ridiculously honest.
It's like that fucking that job I'm on this week. They obviously fucking was like, oh, we'll do this, we'll do that. But to be honest, every trade that's been there, I think, to be honest, because obviously the last decorator got kicked off because they obviously was like, oh, we'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do that, but then never did anything to do with that. No prep, no nothing. The plasterer said he'll do this little section below the banister, little wall section below the banister. Never did, but beaded it up, didn't skim over it. So then the joiners put the new banister on, and then he was like, well, now I can't plaster it. So the joiner's gone, I'll put some MDF there. And then he's not put the MDF there. So now it's fucking fell back down to me. But everything I've gone through, like you've just said then, Liam, I always am anyway, but I've been extremely transparent on everything, because even just quoting, I said, listen, I know things are half done at the minute, but just need straightening up or neatening up or whatever. I said, but I need to start from scratch, as if I'm doing everything from the very beginning, like nothing's ever been painted. That's how I need to do this house, and that's why it's taken me so long to get as much done, and it feels like I'm not getting anywhere, because I've had to literally start everything from scratch. Yeah. Because I said I'm not just going around rooms just doing little touch ups here and touch up. I said I need to do everything from the very beginning.
Yep. I think I actually can take it a step further than that, and I would actually say that I probably overshare with my customers.
I do sometimes, to be
about
fair.
work.
I've caught myself out doing it a few times.
I can totally be transparent about I'm doing this, and I explain to them all the day I'm doing this. I've done the door. I've got this today, tomorrow. But then next thing I start off by telling them that, and then the next thing I'm telling them like that I've got fucking a pilonidal abscess on my arsehole.
Yeah, innit?
I don't.
We all know about that.
I don't. I don't.
Number
actually have
7, that one,
pilonidal-
innit?
I don't actually have pilonidal abscess, but
No, I know what you mean though, Sean, because it's like I'll be going, oh yeah, I need to make sure that wall's sanded proper and blah blah blah, and then you think, oh, actually, the last job I was sanding this wall and I was absolutely desperate for the toilet and I ended up shitting everywhere, and it was like, why the fuck have I said that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, what the fuck? Why have I... Don't worry, I never shitted everywhere. That was just an example.
Worst thing for me is people going to me, oh, are you putting it on TikTok? Are you going to put the job on TikTok? Are you going to be, I've seen you on TikTok, and I'm like, but what did you see on TikTok? Because my TikTok is like fucking bipolar as fuck.
Yeah, you need to tell me exactly what video you saw on TikTok.
Exactly. or me showing you just a normal paint and decorating video, or me talking about fucking shitting in the customers' toilets. Which video you seen me on TikTok?
Or was it sticking googly eyes on customers' pictures? Or...
Jesus.
I need to know what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do right now.
So when customers start following me, I get a bit worried when some of the stuff because I make jokes about like fingering when I'm doing filling with my fingers and stuff like that. Like, and it's
actually quite. I think I absolutely love that, like the way you make your videos, the sense of humour. And by the way, Liam's got. Let me see. I wrote it down somewhere. He's got 2,000 on his Instagram, and he's got about nearly 5,000 on his TikTok. Please go and follow him, because honestly, if you watch some of the videos, they're fucking hilarious. And honestly, there's people out there with 50,000, 70,000 followers, and they're as boring as fuck.
Yeah.
And then you get Liam, that's got the best content ever. And you've got the content for somebody that's got 50,000 followers.
Yeah.
Like I'll be sitting on the
I only had 50,000.
I'll be sitting on the couch with Natalie, and Natalie will be like, Liam starts his videos with, if you want, and then it's like, if you want to see a man painting a hallway, and obviously,
do you know what? Actually, subconsciously, right? I went to start a video the other day, and I nearly went, because I just watched Liam's video, and I nearly started it with, if you, and I was like, oh, fuck, I can't do that. That's Liam's.
I need to copyright.
But I think it's so clever, like, because if I'm to sit and make a video, and if I was to go on, if you want to watch a decorator and blah blah blah,
do you know what?
Instantly you think of Liam, right?
Yeah.
And it's like Mike for the Decorators Forum is like, decorators, it's his thing, innit?
Yeah. But do you know what? As soon as even if you're so it's good mentally, because even if you're doom scrolling that you just like, even if you're just doom scrolling, as soon as you hear, if they've watched one of your videos and enjoyed it, they'll go, oh, scroll back down and watch that.
I'm quite
do you know
glad
what I mean? So stuff like that is good mentally, like.
Yeah.
Good marketing, that.
And like, see, even obviously, I might speak about your social media stuff, but like, there's obviously my favourite vids is the one you're doing. You're the reason I got into buying the googly eyes, because my plan was to we're going to do something together with the googly eyes, and then I just started sticking them in people's grannies, right? But then there was other videos where, like, I just like watching videos where, because I make videos there, where I make videos, I see the effort that goes into them, but it was such a simple video, and it was like, you're sanding spindles at the top of a staircase, big staircase, and you're sitting cross-legged, and you've got your Marcus sander out, and you're sanding the spindles, and you're doing like this, and looking at the camera, and then your head would turn, and it would look somewhere else in the room, and then the camera would be over there, and you did it about 4 or 5 times, right? And it's so fluid, and it was so watchable. But what people aren't seeing for you making that video is, looking at the camera, then you're walking out to that side of the room, you're moving your tripod, you're setting the camera up, you're then sitting down again, cross-legged, standing at the same spindles, you're looking at the camera, and then you're looking somewhere else, and you've not got 5 different camera, you've not got a cameraman.
No,
And
No,
I think, like, it was so fluid, it's just such a simple idea for a video, it's so well done, but
it's one of my favourite ones.
Unless you actually make TikTok videos or any type of video edit, you don't see the work it goes into making something like that.
No.
And actually, like, I like your content that much that I actually like I try and, no, I don't copy you by any means, but I try and do that thing where, like, so what I'll do is I'll put my phone inside my van and I'll open the doors and I'll get what I'm getting.
Yeah.
But then I'll film myself, like, going to the van, actually getting the stuff out and then tucking the thing away so that I can make that edit so it looks like you've got 2 cameras. You're getting like 2 different shots. And it's because of the video or some of the videos that you make. I think, like, such a clever way of doing it because it makes them more watchable than just yin monotone camera standing behind you while you cut a ceiling in or something, Ken.
I've noticed that with like you say, the outside of the video, so much goes into it, and that includes research. When I first started making TikTok videos, all of my favorited videos were people who edit videos. You know what I mean? And I was like, this is the thing I can do. And the main thing is, like you say, if it changes every 2 seconds or 3 seconds, just the angle or just the tone, just something change every couple of seconds. It keeps people engaged. Otherwise, they get the first scene and it's just me standing there like that. They're going to be like, never mind. Yeah.
I was just going to say, I think even adding the music in, so you're like, I can't think off the top of my head what some of the songs that you use, but like you're finishing sanding a wall, but every time you do something like a song, like I need the duster, for example. I need a hero, and it's the duster dusting the dust away, but it comes in 4 or 5 times. It's kind of like the Family Guy technique, like Family Guy do something, and you kind of go, haha. And then they do it a second time. And then
do it again. It's like the more it happens, the more like it adds more comedic value to it, or more.
What I mean by the Family Guy thing is they overdo something, but it makes it funny, because like
that's what I mean. The more it happens, the more comedic value to it.
Or when he falls down and he hurts his leg, it's like funny to start with, and then it's been going on too long. And then it goes on too long. So basically, you see I need a hero, and it's funny. And then you get the second time where I need a hero again, and it's no funny. It's not funny anymore. But then the third time, you think, oh, it's back to being funny again because it's overused. Like,
I think Sean might have a bit of bipolar.
It's just genius. It is. Foxy had similar things on, who's obviously a genius at making videos. He kens how to attack the market. He's fucking, whether you like him or you dislike him, even on this behind the scenes bars, he was amazing, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he was
really
he was amazing. And you watch one of his videos, they're engaged and like they're different angles. He had everything like, and it's exact same with your videos, Liam. I ken you've maybe slackened off a wee touch with making them because there's so much effort that goes into me. But please don't, because
it's tough.
Like, there's people out there that appreciate you, Liam. So
yeah, I think that's what it was. I went through it was like a month nearly, I think, of not posting, and it was just I know it's not all about views, but when you're not getting the views, like you said, I don't necessarily think I'm a 50,000 follower creator, like you say, Sean, but I still think I want to be further along within the social media world than I am. And it might be just me being impatient, but I do have objectives and dreams beyond just painting rooms every day. I want to expand to the social media world, and I feel like I don't want to come across sounding arrogant, but I feel like my personality and my sense of humour within the videos can lead to better things, but not necessarily just in the industry. It could lead to things
bigger
elsewhere,
opportunities for your career.
Foxy's personality, he has got him doing adverts for stuff that's nothing to do with painting. You know what I mean? because he's got that character about him that will sell shit, basically.
But do you know, as you were saying then, Liam, so I also agree with Sean. I think you're a 50,000 follower type content creator, but I get where you're coming from, because I've been in a similar situation myself where when you see people, this isn't a dig on him personally, but I have to use him as an example, but people like speaking where he's 90% rage baiting all the time. It's not even good content, but then his followers fucking just grows. And you're actually putting good content out there, informational, funny, actual hard work putting into editing it, and then you're not as far as what you should be, what you feel you should be. And I know exactly how you feel.
I'm dead set on remaining authentic in that way. Like, this is my personality, my humour, my format that I've created for each of my videos. Some are a little bit different when I do one where it's like, these are my favourite brushes or whatever.
I quite like them too, by the way.
They're the ones that get me followers and they get likes and they get views. My day-to-day voiceover ones, they don't do the business. It's only the ones where I'm like, like you say, you had that brilliant video where your followers were exploding overnight, but it was a funny video, wasn't it? That whereas my funny ones don't. Like, early on, I did the bloody, what was it? The the smooth surface 6. It was like the superheroes, the googly eyes on. I did the voiceover of an American deep voiceover, and so it was like an advert for a superhero film, and that was one of my favorite videos that I did. Got like 1,000 views, and then that was it.
It flops, and it.
And I
signed up to like different AI sites to get that voice and stuff like that. And
see, that's another reason. Sorry, Liam. Go on.
No, you're all right.
I was just gonna say that's another reason I don't really put that much effort into my videos. Like, I might do like little bits of editing here and there, but I don't really put that much time or real effort into videos, because it's like, I know they're not gonna do that well, and there's probably Sean, maybe Kyle, and maybe someone else that's gonna like it, because they're the same 3 people that always like my stuff or always.
Well, I like
do you know
everybody's stuff, unless the only people that I stop liking their stuff is people that didn't support me back. So, like, I'm quite happy. I'll literally skip through TikTok, Instagram, or whatever, and as soon as I see the videos, I'll like, I'll comment, I'll repost, I'll do whatever I can do, depending how I'm feeling. See, when I see it's not reciprocated. So see if I'm liking and sharing loads of people's stuff, and then
they don't even do one back.
I've stopped sharing.
Well, I've never actually said this to anyone, but do you know? I might be a bit conflicting here, but this is what I do anyway. So, do you know, as I always follow decorators, if I see them, I'll always follow them, like the stuff, I'll go through it, every single video I see, I'll always like and share and whatever. And again, if similar to you, Sean, if they don't reciprocate it in roughly, it's not an exact time scale, but roughly 3 months, if they haven't interacted with me at all, I'll unfollow them. If they haven't even if they haven't followed me back, they haven't interacted, they haven't done nothing, then they just get unfollowed. Because to me, that's something complex where they think, oh, I'm not going to follow them back. Like,
they think they're the celebrity.
They think they're the famous person, and it's like, no, I'm just trying to support you. But if you're going to be a knobhead, I'll just unfollow you. Like,
So
I've had that with. Sorry, mate.
No, I was just going to ask you, like, did when you started your business? This is not just jumping back. It's today we were talking about. When you started your business, did you start your social media stuff at exactly the same time?
No. So the business officially started 2021. I started social media last March, February.
You're not actually doing too bad, considering you're only 18 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with Instagram, I only set that up 5 months ago. Yeah, so 2,000 in in 4 or 5 months is pretty good. But Instagram just is better for it than TikTok, I think. But I don't know.
See, I don't really know how to work Instagram, so I post videos on it. I'm terrified of it. Like, I'm fearing in case I fucking accidentally do something, or like people will collaborate or try to collaborate with me, and I don't know what I'm doing, so I just refuse everything and send me messages on it. You're better getting me like on other platforms, because I think I've got 750 followers on Instagram, but it's literally just reposts of TikTok videos because I'm no clued up.
all my Instagram videos I do it all on TikTok. I've been doing TikTok for 18 months, so I know it like the back of my hand. So all the captions and everything I do in TikTok, and then I literally just add reel, put a caption saying the same as what I did on TikTok, and then send it out.
Right.
Do you know what I actually do pretty well on Facebook? Because I get paid on Facebook, but I try and keep it relatively professional because I get quite a lot of custom on there. And the job I'm on this week, actually, I got off Instagram. But TikTok, for me, is just do whatever the fuck you want kind of thing.
Yep.
And I've still managed to get a couple of jobs off it.
Oh, really?
So do you know what I mean? It can work, but yeah, my Facebook, I've never, until the end of 2025, I didn't post reels. It was always just before and afters on Facebook. I didn't really post reels or anything like that. It was just before and afters because I wanted to keep it professional. And I thought, I'll start posting some reels, but not what I'd post on TikTok. Do you know what I mean? I still kind of keep it a bit professional, but I'll pick and choose. But yeah, so I did a video and it got like roughly 11,000 views on Facebook. And then I thought, bloody hell, that's done well. So I went back last night and had a look at my other videos. They're all getting like 5,000-6,000 views, which
right.
That do you know what I mean? On every video, and I'm like, fucking hell.
I'm a Facebook private, so I keep it professional on Facebook. I don't post aught on it, like.
Yeah.
Friends can see it, and that's it. Just
no.
I see like going against what you're saying, like Ken, how you're disheartened about maybe not getting the views you want. You're putting loads of effort in, you're getting 1,000 views, couple of hundred views, whatever. I actually genuinely don't care. As I've said before to Baz, to you, like, I could put loads of effort in and I'm just delighted that my video's cool as fuck. See my videos where I make the Foreigner song, Gonna Take a Little Time.
Yeah.
I absolutely love putting that song into videos, and I like doing my sad walk. Where my head's doing, and I'm like, only kind of videos where I can get the sad walk in. I've got an idea for a video. I always say to Natalie, I've got a good idea for a video, and I tell her, and then it takes me weeks and weeks to get done and date. And then when I date, sometimes if they do really well, I'm delighted. If they do fucking shit, I'm no. I think like I'll put fucking my videos look like they put a lot of effort into doing them. I'm literally like a pro with my camera. I can film some of the videos in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I can like put the camera there. I know it in my head what I hate to do, like.
I've got a video idea for tomorrow that
I just edit at night or something, Ken.
Yeah. That I hope is going to be fun. It's minimal effort, but it should be quite funny.
I've got a day off video that I want to do as well, but it's because I literally saw one video, and it wasn't related to decorating. It's a guy, and like a mobile that you put over a baby's cot.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was one of those, but with beer bottles on, and it was like how I get to sleep every night. It was spinning beer bottles. And I was going to do it, with paintbrushes, maybe a roll of tape and stuff like that on a mobile, and just me there, like, with Q1 over me as a duvet, like.
You did that before, where it was like day in the life of a decorator, wasn't it? And it was like.
Another one of my favourite fucking videos that didn't get the hype.
Do you know what? I've actually seen. There's someone on TikTok who I've been watching who started the whole account is the life of a decorator part, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I've seen him. Yeah.
The whole account is that now. And I'm sure they
Right.
got the inspiration off you, because I've never seen them until the past like couple of months.
Aye. So
Well, mine
see,
was just a
see
piss take.
when you said social media's the start of something, and obviously didn't want to sound cocky and that. I just wondered, like, what is the aspirations here? Is it like TV work, or what do you want? What would be the ideal?
It's
What would be 20 years from now, 10 years from now? What?
I think it's hard to say until if the day ever came, I was approached
Yeah,
from someone for something, and I mean, social media's helped in my real life with that sort of thing. Public speaking's not my thing, but my voiceovers have helped me massively. I did a best
Yep,
man speech for the first time a couple of weeks ago,
well
and
done.
it went off without a hitch, and it was great. But I
that social
think,
media training, it's working for you.
yeah, exactly. And the fact the video, I'll always keep doing the videos. I get demoralized sometimes, but it's a creative outlet for me, which I genuinely
Yep,
really enjoy doing.
Yeah,
The coming up with it in my head, like we all know, painting every day, it's second nature to us. It becomes pretty
yep,
monotonous. It's a great thing to do to stimulate the brain and come up with something
100%,
a little bit different. So I will always make them because, like you say, you just like making a cracking video. Ultimately,
100%.
that is what I enjoy the most about the video is the process and it being funny to me. It doesn't have to be funny to everyone else, but
Yep.
yeah,
And I
it
think,
it's
like, sorry there, but I was going to say that I'm sure, like you're saying there, it's a creative, it's an art, it's the
yeah,
arts of making a video, in it.
yeah.
It's the theatre of making a
yeah
video, and I'm sure. Did you tell me I might be fucking dreaming this up? But your mum's an author, isn't she?
yes she is yeah.
Published author. So do you think maybe you've got a kind of extra creative bone in you for because when your videos are so funny, so watchable, and they've got like a bit of comedy in them, is that something you maybe picked up for your parents, like?
I think so, yeah. I mean, outside of decorating and making videos, the one thing I do the most is read books. It's unhealthy. I read.
Yeah.
Right,
I've probably read 50, 60 books this year. So,
right, fucking
um,
hell.
yeah, fucking love it.
To be fair, I'm the
And
same. I've
yeah,
probably read one.
well in, mate. 60 pages. 60 pages you've done.
I do
Not
audiobooks
even
like
60 pages. I'm sure it was just a little leaflet.
that's the dyslexia. Audiobooks opened up a whole new world for me, like so with we being dyslexic, like. But I get what you're saying because I think the difference with hearing Audible is so if I'm painting spindles, I can stick an audiobook on, and it's such a
Yeah,
fast job because you're not thinking about the spindles, you're thinking
No,
about
yeah.
what's happening to fucking Frodo Baggins in your ears, like, and it's.
See, that's why I like podcasts, because it's audible. You're
It's
not
not just
fucking
listening to radio or whatever.
the long form. So you're not every 5 minutes having to skip like you do with music. You're
Yep.
just going, oh fuck that. The long form, you can just fucking spend an hour or two, fucking say like you just said then, Sean, doing spindles or whatever. You're not thinking about doing spindles. You're listening to the conversation,
Aye.
and it just goes so much quicker. But no, I agree with
um,
you. I'm not a big reader myself, but big fan of like things audible. Like I don't really listen to audiobooks, but
yeah.
And
I'm a big
like,
like during the. Sorry, I was actually
talking
going to
on,
go back and answer your question to where I see myself. In the next 5 years, I want to be. I want to be only working maybe a week a month.
all right, yeah,
I still want to be doing decorating. I love what I do, and if I want to follow content as any form of money making thing, then I can't stop working. That's just
yeah,
not
yeah,
realistic when I've
yep,
got no content. So um, I don't know. I would like for it to end me up somewhere outside the industry, but I also want to get to a place where I can be a big influence on the
yeah,
industry as well in a positive way, in the way that so many now are. They're not in a bad way, but the market's pretty saturated now in terms of
yep,
decorating social media content.
yeah,
There's a new person in the feed every single couple of hours
yeah.
that I
No,
haven't
I
seen
agree with you.
before.
Yeah,
Um, and that also means if I wanted to pursue it further down the content road, it's more competition. So being creative and being funny and having a bit of personality is something that I think I have and can set me apart. But yeah, like, I don't know what it looks like until it's there, basically. Until an opportunity arises. I'd love to do brand work with painting brands. I'd love to do
hint
sponsored deals, like stuff like that, where I can sell their product just by being funny in a video with their product in it.
Right.
But
I'll tell you what, we're sponsored by Toad Tapes. Tell us a joke.
About Toad Tapes.
Anything.
Oh God. I went to the doctor and got diagnosed with the big C the other day. Dyslexia.
What, cancer?
That's found to be in the. What's that guy called with the one liners? What's his name? That fucking
Tim Vine.
Tim Vine, aye.
Yeah, he does the one. Yeah, I think it's fucking brilliant.
I'll be honest, I didn't even hear the last bit.
He got diagnosed with the big C, dyslexia. Fucking hell, boss.
Because, do you know why? Because
there's less of this, more of this. God gave you two of these and one of these.
But the problem is, I have to interrupt because once you get going, then I don't get to say anything, and then I can't interrupt.
Anyway, Sean, what were we talking about?
And if you found that funny, go and buy some Toad Tapes. There you go, Liam. You've just done.
No, and then
sponsored joke of the week.
I heard a good joke about a penguin this week, like, but I don't know how to tell it now because it's going to be worse than Liam's, and everybody's going to be like,
Go on.
No, I'm not telling it.
It's a lot to live up to, Sean. Come on.
Let's hear it.
Come on.
It was a funny joke in my head. When you said tell a joke, I thought, I heard a funny joke. But then when he told that, I thought, I'm not beating that. So tune in next week. Tune in next week to hear the joke about a penguin.
When there's no guest.
Normally, when we did the Would I Lie to You before I asked this question, but we normally ask these questions then do the Would I Lie to You, but I might do the Would I Lie to You, then we'll jump onto the best and worst customers.
Yeah, go on.
Is that alright,
yeah.
Baz?
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll do the Would I Lie to You now, then we'll jump into the best and worst customers for there, right? So
is it 2 lies and 1 truth?
2 lies, 1 truth.
Yep.
Okay.
Be prepared.
You fucked him up now. We spent all day thinking of 2 truths and 1 lie.
No, I've got them. They're not as exciting as maybe some, but I've tried my best. Right. So, firstly, I am actually an identical twin, but my brother lives in Australia, which no one believes anyway. So,
I'll be honest. No, go on. Go on, carry on.
No, we'll quiz on them. Let's hear the other options first, and then we'll quiz.
Yeah, no, that's why I stopped myself. Go on.
Yep.
The second one, when I was much younger, 19 maybe, I got so drunk one night. I was staying at my mate's house, and during the night in my sleep, I propped my knees on the side of his bed and proceeded to urinate on his face in the middle of the night.
Right.
And then the third one is, I spent hours upon hours watching tutorials, and now I can solve a Rubik's Cube in about 10 seconds.
Right, Baz. Do you want to quiz them on some...
So...
Right, wait a minute. In fact, Baz, I want to go on first here. What's your brother's name?
Martin.
Okay, took a wee bit of time there. Sorry, Baz, on you go. I just wanted to get it out fast.
Right. How old's your brother?
He's 34, the same as me.
He's a twin.
Great question.
Right, so, serious question. So, was it your brother who you pissed on?
Who are we on? Sorry, I said we. It's a bit.
It was a friend.
Pissed on, yeah. It was one of my best mates.
The polite word. He changed the polite word for the rude word.
So it's your ex-base mate.
Oh, sorry, that was too PG-13. That one. Piss. So was it your brother you pissed on? Yeah.
No, it was a friend.
No, it was my mate.
Right.
Buzz,
so
listen.
Right. So the question is, would you share in a room on that night with him?
Yeah, I was sleeping on his bedroom floor.
And
not a bed. We went
what was the reason you were sharing? I'm assuming obviously you was having a sleepover or whatever, but what was the reason you was there?
No, we went on a night out. It was when I was like 18 or 19. So we went on a night out, got stupid drunk, and you hear the stories of the old drunk dads who piss in the wardrobe.
In the Lego bucket or something.
I just did it on his
I wish I knew what it was like having a dad that pissed in a wardrobe.
I
certainly did.
What was the third again? What was the third question? The third answer?
Spending hours and hours on tutorials to learn how to do a Rubik's
That's
Cube.
believable because
that is believable because I've debated on doing.
My brother-in-law learnt the Rubik's Cube for watching YouTube videos.
I've debated on doing it myself.
Like, Buzz, are you listening or talking?
Right, I'm listening. Go on.
Because I'm talking and I was here, and then you're like, "Well, didn't you hear me?" We're not hitting another bickering episode, Buzz.
Come on.
As soon as I start talking, you're going to
go on then.
Right, so somebody that's learnt the Rubik's Cube is never more than 10 metres away from a Rubik's Cube. So, to prove that, you would hear Rubik's Cube sitting close to you right now, because people that learn the Rubik's Cube need to be like, I can solve the Rubik's Cube, and they can go on and produce a Rubik's Cube and solve it right in front of somebody. Are you close to a Rubik's Cube right now?
If I were to tell you that answer, wouldn't it give away which one's the truth?
Aye, that's right.
Nah.
Oh, I've left it at my auntie's house. Oh.
I don't hear Rubik's Cube in the camper van.
My boyfriend's currently trying to solve
it. Right, Buzz,
no, but he can still answer that one, because if he hasn't got it, then that can still be the truth. It's just going to make it harder for us to know if it's the truth or not. And if he has got it, then we still don't know if it is the truth, because he might just have one. And you got kids or something? Have you not got kids? No.
No.
Well, you could still just have one.
Answer whether or not I've got one within 10 feet?
Right.
Yeah, go on.
Let's no, don't answer. Why do you sit here, Buzz? Are you going for Australian brother pissing on his
I don't know,
face,
because I don't know if he's got a Rubik's Cube there or not.
I mean, that's it. You can't like no guess, because he's not getting to produce a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, but I would still like to know.
But if it is a Rubik's Cube, he'll probably produce it after his.
Right. If you haven't got one,
have you listened to every one of my stories properly?
Yeah.
Every detail.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think of. So your twin brother. Yeah.
It's not him. It took too long to say Martin. It took hour a second to say Martin. And what proper parents got to name their kids Liam and Martin? It would have been like Liam and Lewis, or Liam and Lucas, or Martin and Mark. It wouldn't have been
but who the
Liam
fuck calls the kid Kevin, Barry, Kirsty, Karen, Sharon?
No, you're not a twin, no.
No, but it's still brothers and sisters. They're all fucking. Do you know what I mean? Who the fuck does all that?
If you're gonna hate twins, you're gonna call them like Joseph and James, and unless one's a male and one's female. But he said twin brother.
Martin the Lady Martin.
Exactly, Martina.
Right.
You can't be like James and Jeanette.
I'm going to take my guess. Are you ready for yours, Sean?
I'm going to say, I'm actually going to go on Rubik's Cube.
Is the truth?
Yep.
I might have to agree with you on that one, to be fair, because this is my reasoning why. It's too out there. No, who the fuck goes on about a Rubik's Cube if they don't know what... You know what I mean? A Rubik's Cube would not be in my brain if I couldn't solve a Rubik's Cube. Because, if I can solve a Rubik's Cube, it's in my brain. I couldn't tell you last time I thought of a Rubik's Cube.
But then he might have just spotted a Rubik's Cube a day or something random and then thought, oh, that could be my lies.
No, well, that's my reason behind it. No fucker talks about Rubik's Cubes.
Liam, reveal the truth.
Pissing on the face.
Is the truth?
That's the true story. I left some truth in all of the stories to change them. I have a twin brother. We're not identical, and he lives like 10 minutes away.
Is he called Martin?
He is called Martin, yeah.
Fucking hell, there you go.
What sort of parents would call twins Liam and Martin, Sean?
Yeah, Sean, fucking hell. There's Sean digging himself a hole again.
Yeah.
I really question, are you sure you're not identical? Are you sure you're not adopted?
There's question marks. I'm the only ginger in my family. Yeah.
There you go.
He's tall, dark, and ugly. He looks like a Turkish kebab man, but
a bit like Baz.
Yeah, he's definitely from the Middle East somewhere, I think. But the Rubik's Cube, if you remember the details, no one does talk about a Rubik's Cube if they don't have one, and I can solve it. Just it takes me longer than 10 seconds.
Right. Shit.
Which was
fucking what? That's infuriating me, by the way. And
Is
here's within 10 metres for a Rubik's Cube. Tell you.
Of course I am.
Tell you. People that can solve Rubik's Cubes don't go on with it. See that Rubik's Cube, he'll never be without 10. See, even when he's driving along a motorway, it's going to be within vicinity.
I'm going to be like this. Trying to solve it while I'm driving. I did spend about 4 or 5 hours watching YouTube tutorials to learn how to do it.
Isn't there a trick to it where you just go you twist, turn it round, twist, turn it round, twist?
Yeah, it's an algorithmic formula. It's like right down, left up, round, left down. It's like 4 moves. But yeah, I only know the beginner method. It takes me ages.
My brother-in-law learned it, and it was like, I can't remember what it was, but it was something like you get a yellow flower on the bottom, and then once you get the yellow flower, it's I don't know, it maybe not a flower, it wasn't even yellow, but it was like.
Yeah, you're bang on. You make a daisy basically. So you use the yellow in the middle, and then you bring whites around all the edges.
Yeah,
and that's how you start it. That's how you make the first sort of layer. Anyway, that's not interesting. It's a bit nerdy, but that was a lie.
I'm actually
what a fucking loser. Have you seen that video?
Because they were like they were truths. They were all kind of truths in their own way.
I think me and Sean should get half a point each.
We really need to be more vigilant with this, and really scrutinise the way people are, because it makes it so easy to lie if they've got bits of truth in them.
Yeah,
that's what helps. But I think the truth being that I weed on someone's face is so ridiculous. That's what helps throw you guys off, I think.
Are you still friends with this person?
The wedding I was at, he was there was 2 best men, and he was the other one. We're still tight. Yeah. Believe it or not, we weren't for a minute. Yeah, it was a whole thing, and it was 15, 16 years ago, and it still gets brought up regularly.
Remember that time you gave me a golden shower?
Yeah, I don't remember. I was asleep.
Liam being an oversharer with his customer. Yeah, so over the shower bit, I tell you what did happen. I actually gave my best mate a golden shower.
Talking of showers.
That's 100% what it would be, wouldn't it?
And then I pull out my
Well done,
Rubik's
Baz.
Cube.
Yeah.
Well done, Baz, bringing us back round. Very good podcasting host there, Baz. He's back on trend, bringing it back round to the customers. Best and worst customers. Oh, you've already told us about your My Builder situation, but I want to speak about just since you've started up your own business. Well, I ken that was kind of what you had.
I mean, this sounds super like privileged, but I can't think of one that's been particularly. I'm quite fussy. I sort of get a vibe from people when I go and look at a job,
Yeah.
if I like to work for them or not. So maybe I quote myself out of the bad customers, but
That means you're overdue one.
yeah, I think that there's. To be fair, I did an absolutely massive, the biggest house I've worked on last summer, because they had a building company do all the work, and they basically completely effed her over. And due to lots of legal things, I probably can't say anything else. But
Right.
they got me in when the painters walked off the job because they weren't getting paid by their boss. But she was just ridiculously picky, like super, super, super picky, and always like there's so many standard practices for us decorators, things that we will always do every time we go on a job. But like throughout the day, she'll find those things, and she'll be like, "Oh, are you going to do? Remember, I asked you to do. Oh, make sure you do." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I do all of those things. It's okay."
Yep.
And to be fair, the ones that don't make me a cup of tea, that really grinds my gears. I don't know why.
Yeah. Do you know what? Not even making, but even offering.
Yep.
Even just an offer, and you're thinking, what a fucking arsehole you are.
I think I've only had 2 customers who have not offered, and I'm like, you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But I think my favourite customers are the ones that make me tea, and Marcia. Oh, Marcia, the woman I was working with last week, she's the one who makes homemade cakes and shit. So
Right.
Yeah.
and she gave me a bottle of wine at the end of the last job I did for her. She gave me cash for a takeaway last week. Like, yeah, it was just she does little things like that. Yeah, so
exactly. They're the kind of customers that you gone an extra mile for, though.
Yeah, innit?
Absolutely.
They need something done. They were like, "Oh, well, you're here. You wouldn't just do that for me." You're like, "Absolutely no problem," because you've tipped, you've gave fucking food, snacks. You didn't care if it's something that you're no share a day in, because they're giving you, like, obviously, like, give you food and things like that. It's the way to a man's heart, a tradesman's heart, innit?
Yeah.
But absolutely.
If you've not had money bad customers, I'm almost looking at it like the San Francisco fault line that you're looking at, Liam, with customers, that the tectonic plates of Liam's bad customers are sitting like that, right? And he's just
they're gonna trip.
One day it's just going to go on bang, and he's going to get a massive.
For months on end, it's just going to be arsehole after arsehole.
Absolute arsehole. But you didn't even care about tectonic plate yesterday. You look dumbstruck.
To be honest, I wasn't expecting you to curse Liam.
Curse?
Well,
that was
jinx him.
Voodoo shit.
I've got his voodoo doll up there. Why the heck is social media not been doing real? Make this video day bad.
No, I think why you're on about like bad customers and that, I think because you said then, Liam, that you're quite fussy on obviously who you work for and stuff like that, and you're quite picky. I think that is also working to your benefit, because like us all, like we kind of go with our gut, but then every so often we'll go, I'll do the work, even though you don't necessarily want to do it. Yep. But I think if Liam's kind of sticking by his guns with each customer and going, no, I'm not, I don't care, I'm not doing it, then I think...
Oh, mate, there's still jobs where I have to do it. But I just get lucky with who the customers are, I think.
Yeah. Is reducing the risk of getting an arsehole customer.
It'll happen. I'm telling you, it will happen.
I mean,
It'll come.
Sean's just trying to fucking jinx you here.
It's gonna be my next job, I bet. My next
Everybody
new customer's
Just
gonna
give him
be
Sean's number. Just say,
Everybody-
I've got a guy for you.
Southwest
Yeah.
Scotland. Imagine me turning
He
up
does,
to
he does it for 40 quid a day.
Yeah.
When did I get a pay rise?
Liam's just give you one.
Yeah. Doubled your wages.
We already kind of covered what was next for Reid Decorating, but
Yeah.
like obviously you wanted to kind of speak about like what your aspirations are to going down to maybe working a week and hearing thing about off, but like what's next for the business rather than yourself? Like, do you want to expand it up on air?
Yes, I think it's always. I mean, before doing social media, that was the aim of where I wanted to go. Is be the guy giving out the work rather than doing it. Everyone's dream, I guess, to be the one in charge rather than having to be on the tools every day. But
Yep.
I'm sure there will come a time. Currently, I'm still too greedy to employ anyone.
Yeah.
I've maybe this is oversharing. I made financial mistakes in my 20s, which are still with me. So
Yep.
they're sort of my priority at the moment. So I'm just
Right.
grafting to get back on top of that.
It's the financial mistake in the room with us.
But Buzz, I absolutely love how as soon as the topic gets even slightly serious, Buzz laughs.
You make me joke. Yeah.
Like it could have been like you could have said there. I've recently found out that I've got the big C, and Buzz would be like, and
dyslexia.
You just see him start to laugh. I spoke to Baz off air about this, but Baz did a community refresh project, right? He makes the same face. You can read him like a book and know that when he's going to laugh or he's dumbstruck or is whatever. I just know what he's thinking, right? But he did this community refresh project 2 months ago, and he interviewed this woman. This is Sonia Faye, whatever it was. I can't even remember her name and what the project was. This is Sonia Faye. St Helens Homeless Charity, and he handed the mic over. Do you want to tell us a bit about yourself? He handed the mic over, and then she started talking, and he just looked directly at the camera while she spoke. And I was watching the video on my phone, and I'm thinking, he's about to piss himself laughing. And he's just standing there, and he's like, and I'm thinking to myself, I can see his wee brain working away, going, don't fucking laugh, do not laugh, do not fucking laugh. It's just. And I knew as soon as you say, I'd bit of financial trouble in my 20s.
Do you know what? How certain things just trigger in my head? Like, I'll be like, "Oh, serious," and I'll be like, "Yeah," and that's what happened, yeah. And then they'll say a word like "dumb fuck" or something. They might have been calling me a dumb fuck, but then I'll think of something that happened related to dumb fuck years ago, or right. Do you know what I mean? And I'll just that sets me off. But I can't remember shit, but as soon as someone says a word or a sentence or something and it triggers, it doesn't matter how long ago it was, I've instantly remembered what it was and I'm thinking about it and I'm fucking laugh. Well, trying not to laugh anyway, but...
Anyway, my dad died a couple of years ago. Don't talk about that.
No, because we've already had that with Baz. No, but before
we can't laugh at that because I did that with James Young, didn't I? Do you remember? James Young was on about. Let me stop laughing before it becomes disrespectful. James Young was on about.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at James. I'm laughing at Baz.
Get back and watch the James Young episode, people, if you want to see what it is.
But yeah, no, I think I edited it out because it was a bit disrespectful.
Was it?
Most of it that I edited out, but...
It's for the blooper reel.
Basically, he was on about his sister. Was it his sister passed away or something?
I can't remember.
But then he said... But then,
Oh, fucking hell, boy, spit it
Oh,
out.
Jesus.
but then he said, my sister. Just the name. Say the name.
Oh, it's not even something funny.
I
Just-
know what the bit
don't
was.
know.
He said, hello, my sister's name was a meme, wasn't it?
You thought about his sister. His sister had died. But, and then he goes on to say, oh yeah, so my sister Jackie. And all I thought about was Friday night dinner, where he's going, hello Jackie. And I had
Hello,
to
Jackie.
try and stop myself laughing. But I did talk to him off air and stuff, and like I said like I hope you've not took offence, like. But he was really sound with it and stuff. But
Yeah.
But it's stuff like that where I've just spent about 5 minutes trying to get that sentence out because all I could think about was, "Hey, hello Jackie." But
Hello, Jackie.
but it's stuff like that
Oh,
where if I think of something that I think it's little things I find funny that isn't actually that funny. Like,
That's what my defense mechanism is humour. So I've got trauma out the wazoo, but I still make fun of it with anyone who knows
Yeah.
about it.
Laughing at a funeral, innit? It's
Yeah.
like laughing at a funeral. You just,
Yeah.
it's the thing about it's gallows humour. Is that the name for it, innit? Gallows humour.
yeah.
Very much
Before we
so.
let you go, Liam, is there anything you want to add? Is there anything we need to cover?
I want people to know the marketing genius behind it being called Reid Decorating. My surname's Reid, and it sounds like redecorating.
Alright,
Do you know
I
what?
haven't
I literally, I've never thought of that.
That
That is fucking class. Redecorating.
It's too
Redecorating.
clever for the layman.
Mate.
You idiot.
I can't believe you've waited to the end of the episode to bring that up.
exactly.
I didn't know when to.
Redecorating. Mate, that is
yeah.
class.
When you edit this, put it at the start. Apart from that, I don't know. I mean, it's been bloody brilliant being on and talking to you guys.
And we messaged earlier, and I think he was a wee bit up. Normally, guests are a wee bit apprehensive about coming on, like. But I said, like, honestly, don't worry. As soon as you're on, we've done the 20 quick fire questions, and we've had the
Took us about half an hour to do the quick fire questions. 40 minutes.
Yeah, this has been a long one, boy.
That's the best type when it's
Yeah,
just
that's what I mean. When it's like that where you've already spent half an hour talking and then you go, oh shit, we haven't even done the 20 quick fire questions because it's just been so natural.
I prefer it like that. It's so much better. It's so much more relaxed, and it's better on the ears when folk listen to it. That's the feedback we get. Folk prefer listening to these stupid, funny episodes where it's just like a chat between mates on a building site or whatever.
Yeah.
So, thanks very much for coming on, mate. Finally, I got my favourite TikTokers on. Like, and just keep at it. Keep fucking. Please
definitely.
do not give up.
And
I think I had messaged you when you had disappeared for a month, saying like, "Are you okay?" Because I was thinking to myself, like, mate, I hadn't seen any videos in 30 days. I was getting like PTSD, PTSL, post-traumatic stress Liam.
That sounds like you need medicine.
Like this. Oversharing.
I'm so grateful to be on it and meeting you guys, along with all the others as well, has been the big difference between me sticking it out for as long as I have on social media. And I've learned so much from you lot, and all the soppy shit as well.
Yeah. Do you know what, mate? Honestly, I know it can be a bit daunting, but have your little breaks and stuff when you feel like you need it, but just keep on with that content that you're doing now. Well, all the different ones that you do, keep them all up. Because they are really enjoyable, and one day you'll do a video and it'll just absolutely blow up, and you'll start actually being recognised how you deserve to be recognised.
On the street.
There's that guy that's fucking. There's that guy that's fingering people's houses. There's that guy with a dusting brush. Recognised.
I'm going to be heckled.
Hang on,
about
is
my
that
rap.
Golden Shower Liam? Hang on a minute.
Oh yeah, That's what going to be the big takeaway from this podcast is Liam pissed on someone. Brilliant.
No. Is that a wrap, guys?
Yep.
Lovely job.
A what? A wrap?
But do you know what? That was so unintentional as well.
Yep.
Oh, that's what made it amazing. Yeah, the wrap. We didn't even speak about the wrap.
I know. Tune in for part 2.
Yeah, I'll show you how to make a wrap. whilst rapping about the wrap.
Tell you what you can do, Liam. Before I end the episode, I'll edit this and rejig it. You can do with an advert. If you like... So go on.
If you like the what?
I don't know. You're the if guy. So...
I mean, you should have ended the episode and then asked. Instead of rejigging
No, I'm under pressure.
Right. Check socials for more. I've been Baz. That's been Sean. We've been the Decorators Den. Tune in Monday night at 7 p.m. Goodbye. Bye-bye now.
Okay, bye.
Bye.